It's on the 7 out of the box, H-Town's number one hip hop and R&B station. Que pasa, gente? It's your homegirl, Jessica Jeanz. It is the late night hustle. Shouts out to all you late night hustlers out there hanging out with me and supporting independent artists, supporting locals, underground, and Latino artists here with the Hustle Town Network on 97.9 The Box. And today I had to have a special guest in here, my homegirl, my sis, Crystal Mother Effin' Poppin' in the building.
What's up, Miss Jessica Jeanz? How you doing, girl?
I'm doing great, man. I'm so excited to have you back. It has been so long since we've had a chance to sit down and talk face to face, girl.
Girl, it has been crazy, but I'm so glad I missed you. I'm so glad I'm back. You know what I mean? I remember you interviewing me. You're one of the first people in Houston to interview me, so thank you so much for, bringing it back.
Yes,
Good
and
times.
so much has changed since then. So the last time I saw you, you popped up in my women's empowerment event, which everybody was like, oh my God, I can't believe she's here. And that is because, when you first came in, what was it, 2018?
When I first got here, it was 2019. Yeah,
Okay,
it was the middle of 2019.
Okay, and so I met you with GT Garza.
Yeah.
GT was like, look, I have this young artist. She's out of El Paso, Texas. She's Latina. She goes hard.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not going to believe it. So I did a little research. I heard it. I was like, wow, I'm so excited because you can spit. Like,
Thank you.
I mean, you are incredibly talented. And it was just so refreshing to see and hear, right? So when we interviewed you, you had some projects already done. You had some things going. You were already packaged things. You kind of gave a lot of advice to a lot of young girls.
Yes.
And since then, I don't even know where to begin.
Right.
What has happened? Catch us up.
So much has happened. First of all, shout out to GT Garza, of course. You know what I mean? He's the one that really introduced me to the city, brought me, to you and stuff. Mm-hmm. Shout out GT. But I mean, I guess the biggest thing I really want to talk about since I last seen you is this Jenny 6ix9ine Reverie song that we just dropped, dude.
Wow. So I couldn't, for me, the collab with these other two ladies, because I've seen these ladies for many, many years. Yeah. And just, I knew that you already had a relationship with these girls. Yeah. But how did the collab come about?
So literally what happened was one day Jenny, she just DM'd me and Rev together in a group chat on Instagram. And she's like, hey ladies, we need to make a song. You know what I mean? I feel like we can make a really cool song, a banger, something that'll get everyone's attention. This is like, she's like, I think us together, like, it'll be big. And you know what I mean? Me and Revy right away were just like, dude, yes, let's do it. We started throwing beats together. We started throwing ideas together, concepts and video concepts and all this stuff. We just kind of like collaborated a lot on like the direction, what we really wanted out of the song, what we wanted it to be at the end of the day.
Right.
And I'm really happy with how it turned out because I feel like we really got, like, we did what we wanted to do and we got what we wanted.
So whose idea was it to use that sample?
So shout out the Deuce Twins out in LA. So they're a pair of producers. They're twins actually, and Latinas as well. And they just, you know what I mean? Like, they would just send me beat packs. Like, they just send me music all the time. You know what I mean? If you're feeling this, you're feeling that. I've rapped on a couple of their beats already. I just haven't released them and stuff. So when Jenny and Reverie was like, let's get some beats together, that's when I was like, oh, I got a folder of beats, like, with bangers on them. So I just start going through them. And then I had sent them a couple options, and the Back Into It instrumental was in it already. So we went through a couple, like, oh, I like this one, I like that one. But at the end of the day, it was like, this one's crazy. Like, we need to flip this. And I was like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. So I'm really proud of this single because of the fact that it's 3 Latinas, right? Yeah. And we're talking about, Mexicanas. Yeah. And that really hasn't happened in hip hop, like, period. We've had a lot of great, beautiful Puerto Rican ladies put on, Cuban ladies put on, at the DR, we've had a lot of Latinas put on, but Mexicanas putting on. Right. Like, this is a big deal. And I feel so inspired by it. And again, like, just watching your development, coming from, El Paso out in Texas, you're a Texas girl through and through. And so, just seeing how you've grown, like, just seeing you on magazine covers, and just seeing you travel the country, all over, just, I'm just seeing your face everywhere. And now with these other two women, it's just something like very empowering. Jenny 69 in her own is doing her thing. Yeah. Rev, she's been doing stuff for so long. It's great to see her on something like this that I can already see just hit to a different level. Like, this is for the clubs. This is like the anthem. My favorite part is Si Se Puede.
Si Se Puede. There ain't nothing to it. You know what I mean? Like, it was so important. I think, like, when I was making the hook, I was like, yeah, you know what I mean? I wanted to be like, have fun, club, dance, you know, turn up. And but at the same time, I was like, there needs to be a message in here somewhere, somehow. Yes. And I was like, why don't we like incorporate like the saying that we already share in the culture, Si Se Puede? And I'm like, what if we throw that and just kind of has like a double meaning in there? You know what I mean? So that's like how the hood came about. Cause,
you can do it.
You know, like you can do it. And I've actually seen a few people make some content with it that was like, one of my followers was working out. And she had that part, Si Se Puede, there ain't nothing to it. You know, she's listening to it and stuff. There's like regular content being made, just like someone would walk around some street vendors and that song was on, and I was like, that fits so perfectly, you know what I mean? Like, it's so cool. So I really want people to like see, like, listen to what the song is actually saying, you know? Like, you can apply this to so many ways.
With the video.
Yeah,
the video. Okay.
The video is so fire. If you haven't seen the video, you have to go see the video. Me, Jenny, and Reverie, basically, we're gonna be your teachers. You know, we're gonna teach you how to be a bad girl, you know, out here. You know, like, we're gonna teach you if you don't know how. You know what I mean? And I think that another cool thing is that we're just telling you, like, si se puede, like you can do it, like, don't worry, like that. Another thing I wanted people to realize is, like, that feeling is in all of us. You know what I mean? It's not necessarily like just your looks, what's on the surface and stuff. It's like you could feel yourself like from the inside as well, you know? So I really want everyone to just feel that when they hear this song. I want them to feel like, yeah, I'm her. You know what I mean?
Yes, and you get that feeling because, like I said before, like, especially for a lot of us brown girls, you know, that, you know, growing up, we really didn't have those artists to hear on the radio, to see in videos, and to see that they've been doing it. Like, it really does give you that si se puede. So if you can, I can, we all can. Yeah. So I'm really, really proud of you ladies, and I'm really, really proud of this record. So I do want everybody to hear it. We've been hyping it up so much, so they're gonna love it. So go ahead and introduce it right now.
All right. What's up, Houston? It's your girl, Crystal Poppins. Shout out 97.9 The Box. This right here is called Back Into It. It's my new single with Jenny 69 and Reverie.
Cali to Texas. On my bag, put your back into it. Si se puede, there ain't nothing to it. On my bag, put your back into it. Si se puede, there ain't nothing to it. There ain't nothing to it. There ain't nothing to it. On my bag, just put your back into it. Si se puede, there ain't nothing to it. Put your back into it. Put your back into it. I need a bag on the floor, classy and a ratchet. Throw it back. Let's pop in the original. Bend it over, touch your toes. D&D, silent mode. Single for the night, baby. He don't never gotta know. Take it slow, honey. I'ma need a snow bunny. In the air, looking for the show money. Dinero en mi mano, give me dough, dummy. Crystal like a lollipop, taste so yummy. Chromed out rims on the Benny Benz. Bitch, I'm popping all the limbs. All my haters in my tins. Big Texas in his 915 represent. Mexicana from the Southwest. Grill in my grin. Yeah, on my tee up. Hater, wanna be us. Jenny Revin poppin', you may wanna see us. Hola, nice to meet us. On my back, just put your back into it. Si se puede, there ain't nothing to it. On my back, bitches, put your back into it. Si se puede, there ain't nothing to it. There ain't nothing to it. There ain't nothing to it. On my back, just put your back into it. Si se puede, there ain't nothing to it. Put your back into it. Put your back into it.
Hola, soy la 69. Diamantes o nieve. Frío diciembre, buchona, chichona. Un poco mamona. De todas las guerras, soy la más cabrona del IE. Dale papi, al party. Ay pa' ti, ay pa' mí. Dale así, ay papi, ven aquí. I can show you how to be a bad bitch. How to get a bag and live like this. Long nails, long hair, body be lashes. Finest bitch out here doing shit in Spanish. BV diamonds on a perfect set of titties. Small waist, fat ass, face card pretty. Call me Selena, the way I bitty bitty. From Texas to Cali, I shut down your city. On my back, just put your back into it. Si se puede, there ain't nothing to it. On my back, bitches, put your back into it. Si se puede, there ain't nothing to it. There ain't nothing to it. There ain't nothing to it. On my back, just put your back into it. Si se puede, there ain't nothing to it. Put your back into it. Put your back into it.
What's up? of this. I'm a bossy bitch, let it bounce a bit. Everybody in the club know that I'm the shit. I got for days, I'll hypnotize the dick. Yeah. All I wanna do is have fun with my homegirls. 6'9" KP 323. I'm still coming with that gangsta shit. No matter how many haters say we ain't the shit. On my bad bitches, put your back into it. Si se puede, there ain't nothing to it. On my bad bitches, put your back into it. Si se puede, there ain't nothing to it. There ain't nothing to it. There ain't nothing to it. On my bad bitches, put your back into it. Si se puede, there ain't nothing to it. Put your back into it. Put your back into it.
We spinning in Houston, baby.
Yeah. Oh my God. So again, if you're just joining us right now, that was Crystal Poppin with 69, Jenny 69.
And Reverie, back into it, baby. What's up?
Yeah, it's available everywhere right now,
Everywhere,
right? Videos
yes.
dropped.
Videos out. You can stream it. You can add it to your playlist. You can run it up in the morning when you're getting ready. On your way to the club, when you're feeling down, just throw this on. You know what I mean? Like, this is that kind of song, for real.
So, Crystal, I want people to get familiar with your catalog. I want people to do their homework. I want people to do their research. I want people to go back, listen to your early stuff. I want people to go and listen and download whatever you have right now.
Yes.
So if people need to understand who Crystal Poppin is, what are those top songs or albums that they need to get in touch with?
So I think everyone needs to start at Raw Gold Honey, my album. It's a full-length album, and I really feel that Raw Gold Honey encompasses like my point of view and where I stand as far as like a woman, someone in the industry, someone who can spit. You know what I mean? I'm giving you those raw bars, but at the same time, I'm playful in there. I show you my girly side. I can still be tough. So I would start there if you haven't listened to my music before. But other than that, if I can give you a little bit of everything. So I just dropped a record called Villain Era. If you want to hear like the way I love to spit, like that Lil Wayne, like the punchline bars, visuals, listen to Villain Era if you want to get a little idea of, what I can do. If you're feeling down, I got, songs for that. I had in the beginning of the year, I released a 3-song EP called Therapy Pack. Because I just felt like after the holidays, like everyone kind of needs that little like break and that little therapy and that little time to themselves. So that was really just like therapeutic for me. And I was hoping that I can give that piece of therapy to, my listeners as well. So that's something else I would listen to. But just like take a look around, and everything I have out is basically, something that I have put my heart and soul in, and for sure. But I would definitely start there.
And you worked with a lot of women too. So, this is a banger right here. But you've also worked with Big Jade.
Yeah, Big Jade. She's out here in Houston, you know what I'm saying? Beaumont, baby.
Yes.
And we worked really well in the studio. I'm so glad we got that collaboration in, because I feel like she really like pulled me in the directions that I hadn't like done before. And I felt I did the same thing for her. So we just kind of like showed each other our worlds, and we just kind of like brought it all together. And I really love how that project came out. And it's called Flavors if you guys want.
Yes.
If you want to turn it, it's still hot girl summer, like we're still turning up. So definitely go play Flavors if you want to like just turn up and have a fun time. You know what I mean?
Awesome. So what is coming up for Crystal Poppin?
So what's coming up for me, I'm actually in Houston because I am shooting a couple videos with a lot of features that I have coming out soon.
Okay.
I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I'm going to say the biggest one that I feel like is coming up is with Baby Bash himself.
Woo, nephew!
Yes, I finally got Bash on my own track. You know what I mean? We have a track together called Crystal Blue Skies, which hit 1 million views on YouTube. So shout out Crystal Blue Skies. Yes. But this is actually my record, like Crystal Poppin featuring Baby Bash finally. It was, long time coming. I'm happy that it's finally happening. And it's going to be a really cool track, something that I feel like, maybe we need right now. I feel like it's the kind of track we need right now.
Awesome. And anybody else you're working with?
Yes. There is another one. I don't want to say, because it's too early to talk about that one. Right, but I got another big Houston, like, heavy hitter coming through, on one of my tracks for sure.
Okay.
Just keep an eye out for that.
That for next time.
Yeah, next time we'll probably talk about that one.
All right. So I want everybody to follow you, social media, everything. That way they can keep up with you. Okay. So tell them how to find you and spell it out. That way they know how to find you. All
right, guys. So you can follow me everywhere at Crystal Poppin. That's Crystal with a K. RYSTALL Poppin, Poppin. Don't forget the 2 L's on my name, okay? That's how people never find me. So yeah. But anyways, so you can find me everywhere. That's Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, everywhere. Just search that name and you'll find me for sure.
Awesome. Well, just for fun, before you get out of here, I do want to ask you the top 3 places you gotta go when you're here in Houston.
The top 3 places that I go in Houston. Okay, there's this little taco spot called Taco Naso, and of course I already hit it up. You know, I've been here for like 2 days, so that was one of the first things I ate. Taco Naso. There's another place called Chapultepec that's also really amazing. I love that spot. And honestly, what would be my third spot? I mean, so I love Dave's Hot Chicken. It's from LA, but you guys do have one here. So I always catch myself and like at one of those for sure. So yeah.
I said 3 top places that she named restaurants. That is so funny because I didn't say restaurants, but that's where she gotta go. She gotta eat that Houston food.
I was like, oh, we talking about food? Yeah, I got you. Dude, shout out Trap Sauce. They gave me a bunch of snacks yesterday. Yeah, so shout out Trap Sauce.
Hey, Trap Sauce.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I want to thank you so much, girl, for stopping in. I know you're a busy lady.
Thank you. Thank you for
squeezed
having
this
me.
interview in, and I'm so glad you came here on the Late Night Hustle, because this is the spot where I like to show people what it's like to be a hustler and to salute the hustler. And you definitely are a hustler. You have worked and worked for so long, and so much more is coming for you. I can see it. So I'm just so glad that you made the time to come through and hang out with us just a little bit.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. It's an honor. I will always be out here shouting you guys out, supporting y'all for real, especially Latina on the airways. What's up? Congratulations. I just heard about you being on the morning show. That's amazing. Congratulations.
First Latina Mexicana on the morning show here on 97.9 The Box.
That's a celebration right there. Si se puede. That's amazing. Yes. So congratulations.
Thank you.
And I know next time I see you, we both are going to be having a lot to talk about for real.
Yes, ma'am. All right, everybody. That's Crystal Poppin. Make sure you follow her on all social media platforms, and make sure you check out the new single, Back Into It, yes, featuring
Jenny 69 and Reverie.
Right. It's
Crystal Poppin, baby.
97.9 The Box.